So how you been?
What up, y'all? Happy Thursday. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, at the beginning of the video, you saw my roller set. The flexi rods was set. Now, at the beginning, I had my little roller set in. Cause I mean, I'm like embracing being 47. That don't mean you old, but you start to do things that your people before you did. And so I've become addicted to flexi rodding my hair, especially since I dyed it blonde and have absolutely lost my curl pattern. So now I just stick some flexi rods in it like every day. And I'm getting the hang of it. But I really wish my grandma could have experienced flexi rods, because that poor lady used to have them little pink rollers in her hair, and she'd be trying to sleep with them things, sticking her on her scalp. You know, I wish my grandma could have experienced a flexi rod. They're just so simple. They're so simple. They're not that painful. I obviously would never sleep in flexi rods. Like, duh. I'm so bad at that kind of stuff. I don't sleep in bonnets and nothing like that. I literally just wake up because, number one, I don't know what I'm going to want my hair like today. I might decide I wanted to put it in a ponytail or anything, so I don't want to be committed to whatever I create with flexi rods. So this has just become my new exception right now. Other than that, I rode my bike today and did my little workout. My husband was critiquing me. He wants me to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger with the weights, and I'm just into toning. He wants me to be lifting 50 pounds and stuff, and I mean, I can. He's like, you're too strong for the weight you're using. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not trying to be, you know, I mean, I could do it, but I don't like to be in pain after my workout. And I know I'm going to work out with him on Fridays. I promise that I'm going to start letting him weight train me, but I wasn't be going too hard, man. We going to see. Y'all pray for me. Other than that, that's literally all I did. I had some leftover chili for dinner. And then I was watching, because I started watching Real Housewives of New York City because it came back on. Then I started watching the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I wasn't going to, I had kind of seen them on TikTok, and I wasn't going to finish it because I'm like, I've seen this stupid stuff on TikTok, but when I saw that girl go to jail, I was like, oh, y'all got me. And the fact that they're like addicted to pop or soda, would you guys like to call it, is crazy to me. And I just love the fact that, like, of all the scandal in the Mormon church, like, these women are going to be the ones that really embarrass it the most. Of all the embarrassing scandals, it's going to be these women that are going to embarrass it. So, I don't know. The girl went to jail, peed on herself. There's dildos. There's scandal, cheating, swingers, police. I'm sure there's going to be some thievery in there eventually, but, yeah. I mean, I subscribe to that, you know, embarrassment. I used to watch Mama June because I subscribed to that. And then, you know, I definitely felt a lot dumber after I watched it. I really like watching, I would like to say social media ruined people, but no, people ruin the internet. People are so obsessed with like being on camera and just getting attention. And those women, like, there's a lot of women that have never experienced an orgasm, but like they have 2-3 kids. Because really, from my opinion, Mormon women, they're just raised to become wives. So now that they've discovered social media, they can get paid off of this, and they're able to do everything they couldn't do, and this is their gratification. But the show is interesting, and hopefully it dethrones the Kardashians. I'm ready for them to be gone from TV. I mean, I don't watch it anymore, but I don't know why Hulu still pays for them to come on, but I'm ready for them to be gone. Other than that, y'all, besides killing my brain cells on mindless TV, I watched Aaron Hernandez again today. Now they saying Aaron was, something was done to him by his uncle when he was younger. Now they was saying he was hooking up one of his coaches. Like, they got Aaron out here bad. And I really need to research, where did Ryan Murphy get all this information from? Because the family said they didn't release it. So I'm just curious where they got all this information on Aaron Hernandez. Maybe I need to look that up. Maybe. Right now my brain is mush, so there's that, because I watched too much reality TV today. Let's go ahead and get in the news, y'all. So an Idaho woman is found unalived in her bathtub. Did her husband use his law enforcement skills to stage the scene? An Idaho woman. Ina Garten on her memoir and life of reinvention. I have no idea who that lady is. Coldplay on the record-breaking world tour. We're having such a great time. Bethany Beach firefly could be first lightning bug added to federal endangered species list. I have not seen a lightning bug in so long. The Lahaina wildfire erupted from earlier brush fire that was believed to have been extinguished, investigation finds. Hurricanes are known for causing unalivenments and severe damage along their paths, but new research suggests major weather events like these are an indirect driver of thousands more unalivenments for years after a storm passes. In the first and likely only vice presidential debate between Tim Walz and J.D. Vance, voters who watched Tuesday night said it was almost an even match, and an overwhelming majority felt the tone of the debate was positive. We read that. So why y'all say that again? This is scary. Bank of America customers reported problems accessing their online accounts on Wednesday, with some saying they were unable to sign in and others reporting they were able to log on but were startled to see their balances at zero. Man, that stuff like that that is not cool, man. I pray y'all accounts is back in order, because that is just nothing that you want to see. The Food and Drug Administration is now weighing whether to approve the first new sunscreen ingredient for the U.S. market in decades. I put my bug spray on, but I'm using bug spray lotion. I'm probably too late because I've been spraying myself with Off a lot, and Off is terrible for you, but I can't deal with this mosquitoes. I can't. Let's see what else we got. One worker was unalived and 6 others remain missing after floodwaters surged around a Tennessee plastics factory due to Helene. Employee Robert James told CBS that workers were initially told they couldn't leave, and authorities in Tennessee are looking into So yeah, these people were made to come to work, some of the people said. Y'all just would have had to write me up that day. A California doctor pleaded guilty to conspiring to distribute ketamine in connection with the unalivement of Matthew Perry. They're still coming after these Matthew Perry people. 181 people across 6 states have passed away from Hurricane Helene, making it the second, when I have to say these DEAD words, I have to what am I going to say? But the DAD list, hurricane in U.S. history, is just so silly. It drives me insane. In 2023, over 12 million BB and pellet pew-pews were purchased in the United States. Many of these resemble real pew-pews, making them indistinguishable and posing a significant challenge for law enforcement. Yeah. They're not going to take the time to ask you. I can tell you, if you don't have the real thing, they're not going to take the time to ask you. Wind is expected to push smoke from the chemical fire in Georgia toward Atlanta, and emergency managers are warning residents that they may wake up to a haze and smell of chlorine. Man, that would suck. I'm sure it's already there. Fat Bear. We read about that yesterday. President Biden traveled to the Carolinas on Wednesday for an aerial tour of widespread damage caused by Hurricane Helene. Special counsel Jack Smith's major filing in Trump's 2020 elections case unsealed Wednesday by Judge Tanya Chutnan has a bombshell after bombshell, says Harry Littman, former deputy assistant. Littman says he believes the revelations will impact them. I don't believe so. There are nearly 500,000 open cybersecurity jobs in the U.S. right now, which National Cybersecurity Harry Coker says concerns him. We need to do better at reaching out and expanding the talent pool. Nobody wants to work in cybersecurity. That's funny. The thing is, with them overhiring for that, like when they did and made Homeland Security a thing, like, it's a cool thing that you think you want to get into that, and then next thing you know, that, you know, I mean, obviously cybersecurity is a real issue, but we'll see. This is almost like the green thing whenever they were hiring for all these clean jobs, and, you know. A doctor criminally charged in connection with the unalignment. We already just read that. We're getting to the repetitive part of the story. Colin Kaepernick, who remains dedicated to returning to the NFL, reflects on his passion for football, balancing his activism and his new children's book. One thing about Nessa, she been by Colin's side for a long time. We ain't gonna put a ring on that. Colin, you are not coming back to the NFL. Sorry, bro. You're getting too old now. 8 people have passed away in Rwanda from the highly contagious Marburg virus, just days after the country declared an outbreak of the hemorrhagic fever that has no authorized vaccine or treatment. Treasure hunt trophy worth $26,000 found in Massachusetts. Who is the winner? The video showing a Kentucky judge being pew-pewed in his chambers was played Tuesday during a court hearing for the ex-sheriff who was charged. I saw that video. It was pretty bad. He must have really, I mean, like, he had to be really, you have to be really, because he's like he used to be a sheriff. He had to be really mad at that man. Virginia board has agreed to pay $575,000 in a settlement to a former high school teacher who was fired after he refused to use transgender student pronouns. I don't know if I liked anything on here, but let's see what we got, y'all. Oh, Project Pat is a pastor. Church. Passing. What if he be in there preaching about bald head, scallywag, ain't got no hair in back, take it to Jesus, and he will bless you. Need to get down on your knees and pray to the Lord and ask for forgiveness. Run game till like, what is Project Pat? I gotta hear a sermon. But yeah, Project Pat is a preacher, y'all, in Arkansas, of all places. Interesting. So this boy and this cat, they got into it, baby. He actually stepped on the cat's leg or tail. He didn't step on that cat's tail again, but the dog had his back. The dog was like, boy, you better raise up off of him. So supposedly this half brother and sister are having a baby together.
You guys have learned something since the last time we talked a month or 3 ago.
Correct, yes.
What did you guys find out?
So, Mr. Mark, we found out that we are actually step-siblings, and we have Benjamin.
You guys have the
Same dad.
same father.
Yes.
How'd you guys find this out?
Like a family
reunion gathering type of situation.
What was that like when you find out that you were brother and sister?
Scary. It's like, so she wanted to introduce me to her favorite auntie, you know? And it's like, oh, this is that. You look kind of familiar, and this, that. Remind me of somebody named Brandy. And then the whole thing was like, oh, baby, where's your parents from? Because my family's from LA too, you know? And, you know, one thing led to another, and I find out that my pops had Azariah a few years before he had me.
Yeah, so I was the firstborn.
She was the firstborn, and yeah.
You're not stepsister, brother. You're half sister, brother. I hope the baby come out all right, bro. I hope the baby come out all right. I'm like Dr. Umar, because I get it why he got to say it 3 times. I hope the baby come out all right. All right, let's see what else we got. The Men in Black director says Will Smith's fart forced a 3-hour set evacuation. What did he eat? Ryan Garcia has been removed from the Undisputed video game. Says part of a full launch update, Undisputed on October 8th, following the lead of the WBC. Ryan Garcia's character will no longer be playable. I'm like cutting the check. They said nope. Nope. Arkansas sues YouTube over claims that the site is fueling a mental health crisis. Yeah. Angel Reese bet Shaq $100,000 that he wouldn't make a free throw. He did. I don't think Angel gonna pay up though. A rent strike is coming up. I don't think people will. Let's see what people are saying about Bank of America. Somebody said my stuff was already at 0, so I'm good. Somebody said, Heavenly Father, I pray that you keep the person reading this alive, safe, healthy, and financially blessed. Amen. Luckily, I will go to God Wells Fargo, and the 0 is accurate. Wells Fargo I haven't experienced, but these banks, man. Somebody said everything going down but the rent. This isn't random. I got a feeling we've been under attack for a while now. Unplug the whole country and reset it. Hopefully my credit card balance says 0 as well. Wendy's is celebrating SpongeBob's 25th birthday with a Krabby Patty meal for... What is the Krabby Patty meal? Pineapple shake. Let's see what else we got, because I'm done with TMZ and they little pop-up ad article having, but women who are married, did you do wife things as a girlfriend? I mean, I'm a good woman, but I definitely let my husband know there are things that I'm not doing until he put a ring on my finger, baby. Like, yes, I let my husband know, like, gonna get greater later, and it has gotten greater later, but yeah, there are commitments that I did not do until we got married. So yes, for sure. Somebody said there's no such thing as wife things. When you love someone and they love you back, you make sure they're good, whether it's physically, sexually, mentally, or emotionally. If the man did husband things as a boyfriend, of course. If he's getting full price benefits for half the price, why would he buy a full price? Correct me if I'm wrong. Either being a wife is in you or it isn't. It's simple. Yep, I don't know what that is. You kind of have to show them you can be a wife, but if they don't know how to be the man, move on. I'm only doing what's done to me. Is my man doing husband things for me? Or if so, then I'm doing wife things for him. Basically, I showed him a taste of what it would be like if he married him. I mean, you gotta be a good woman, but you gotta let him know once I'm your wife, you think that's good now. It's gonna be even better once we marry. I'm curious about the answer because what would be the incentive to get married if you're already acting like a wife? I did, but we got married in 4 months after dating for 2 months. He knew what was best, and here we are 9 years later with 5 kids. Interesting takes on this. But, I mean, obviously going to be a good woman. But there are things you do as a wife that no, you not doing as a girlfriend. Like, no. And you would be a fool to be doing that. Sierra posted, she's ripped. Sierra got it going on, and Russell agrees. I know that's right, Russell. Lunel, the comedian, I thought they were going to talk about her falling, but Stay asked Lunel, should women cheat? And she said, I've always been a serial cheater. Somebody said, we cheat back, but we do it quietly. I don't know who needs to hear this, but leaving is the best get back. My cousin only like big women. He would have knocked the fade off her. He's talking about his cousin would have took down Lunel if he came his way. He would have knocked the fade off of her. It's a lot of bad advice out here. Y'all be safe. Meanwhile, I'll be loyal and the talking stage is still getting played. I just leave the relationship. Cheat back what? No, sir. You get left and bossed up. Thank you. Somebody said, whoever got the weed she bought, let me know. Y'all need to heal. Seriously. At least she's honest. Half y'all be doing it and can't stand on it.
It's a debate going on social media right now about should women cheat back if they've been cheated on. What do you think about that?
Well, I have always been a serial cheater.
There it is.
Period.
Okay.
Always until I got married, because I'm just so protective of my heart. I feel like if I cheat and a guy cheats on me, I'm not as hurt. So I'll be like, so what, fool? I've been screwing him anyway. So what? You know, if you haven't put a ring on it, if we're not committed, if we're not solid, then I'm probably gonna tip out and do something. I'm gonna do what I want to anyway.
Come on now. You technically.
So yeah, I think a good old grudge ain't never hurt nobody.
This is terrible information.
No, this is right. This is great info.
You asked me what you asked me.
Yes.
This is terrible.
I love the answer. Thank you.
I hate it.
It's cool when they.
But see, we're much slicker. Anyway,
Yeah, that's true.
men, you guys get very careless in your cheating. No, and women are slicker. We can cheat and get the kids fed and in the bed and be back in the bed before you know it. We don't always have to cheat at night. We can cheat in the morning. We can cheat in the middle of the day.
See, women think that it's not that y'all slicker, Lunel. It's not.
Yeah, it's that.
No, it's not. Lunel, with all due respect, it's because y'all control sex. So y'all can be like, hey, I'm ready. This time. Dude can come through, boom, bam, spank you, man. Men have to court whoever they cheating with. Okay? So we end up sloppy in our courting. And you know what I'm saying? Because we actually trying to do it. The fact that y'all control sex and a woman can just walk out and be like, hey, you want to have sex right now? Dude be like, yeah, I'm ready. And he's ready at the drop of a dime. So it's much easier for y'all to cheat because y'all actually control it.
And there's another part of it. Here it is, Linnell. It's in the fact that dudes don't want other dudes' smoke. They don't want to, like, okay, I'm having sex with his girl. I know if he finds out, it's going to be a problem. So I'm going to stay back. I'm not trying to interrupt. But the other woman is trying to take the place of the woman that you with. She knows you got something.
Basically, now I watch Cheaters every night as I go to sleep.
Come on.
It's one of my favorite shows on television. I watch Cheaters to go to sleep. Basically, you shouldn't cheat, period.
Honestly, I like what the men were saying about cheating. I never thought of it like that, but men do have to work harder to cheat. Is that why y'all get caught? Because, yeah, a woman could just be like, come through, he gone. No, Millie Brown got married 11 from Stranger Things. This woman gonna be 40 years old by the time the second part of Stranger Things come back on. Like, it's over with at this point. Somebody said, how is somebody born in 2004 getting married before me? Somebody said, how's she getting married when Vecna is still on the loose? That's what I'm saying. They said Stranger Things started when she was a little kid and it still hasn't finished. That's what everybody like, girl, Stranger Things, is it coming back? The lady gonna be, like, she gonna be so old. I hope they're not going to still have her playing a child. So Tia Mowry is clarifying her statement that she made about her and her sister not being close. You know she's just fixing it for her sister, but let's see.
Surprised, but hey, you know, I've been in this industry for such a long time, and I know that some things can be taken out of context. Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah. But have you had a chance to speak with her since that time?
I mean, definitely. Yeah. And she, you know, agreed that it was, you know, ridiculous. Yeah. You know, as siblings, it is very normal that as we get older, we take on, you know, different roles and responsibilities. And some of those roles are being, you know, married and being a mother. And her children, you know, they lean on her. My children lean on me. And that's what I meant by that. That we're just not as close in proximity.
Y'all don't live in do you live in the same town?
We don't live in the same town. And
I don't.
Let's see what the comments is saying. I think she's saving her sister, and that's what she should do. And she probably should have never said it on her show in the first place, but somebody said she meant what she said. They are not close. It is what it is. No need to explain it. Tia, we love you, but don't play in our face. Girl, you said you couldn't call her. Stop gaslighting us. She created her own drama. Now, Tia, stop lying. You said what you said. We took it. Now you gave it how you gave it to us. Somebody said I think she cussed Tia out, and the mama and the daddy. Probably everybody was like, Tia, why are you doing that? People already can't stand Tamara. Somebody said, now this ain't on us. You said you wish you could pick up the phone and call her. Unless she in the upper room, that shouldn't be a problem if y'all cool. Is you cool? Why Tamara ain't say nothing? Tamara knows. She knows she ain't gonna say nothing because she know y'all don't really fool with her like that. People are just like, now, girl, you clearly said you wish you could pick up the phone and call her. We ain't taking nothing out of context. You said it, and we heard it. Like, Tia, we get it. You get it. We get it. We know siblings go through it. I got sisters. I understand. That's why you can't put people in your family business, because y'all gonna fight and make up 50 million times. They finally did arrest Mr. Prada, who is allegedly guilty of unaliving his therapist. They arrested him. So he didn't get far. So John Amos passed away due to heart failure. This story's really crazy because he passed away in August, and you know the son and the daughter were feuding, and the daughter and the goddaughter said they didn't even know he passed away. And you know, I was literally just talking about this to my family this week, because when you have to take care of an older relative, whether it's father, grandmother, aunt, uncle, brother, it gets crazy with family, and it's really sad because it is just, I wish family could come together and do it more. You know, I hate to use, but anyway, let's see what the comments are saying. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Somebody said his son not telling the rest of the family, not having him at the funeral, and getting him cremated without anyone being able to say goodbye is nasty work. Sending love to his family. Yeah, it's very sad. The daughter finding out when we did is insane. No autopsy, cremated 9 days later, didn't tell anyone for 45 days. First elder abuse allegations, and then he passes away in August, and then nothing's made public till October. His daughter was never made aware. They need to investigate the son. I don't know, it just gets so crazy. But rest in peace, John. Maybe your children can finally move on, because, yeah. Mariah Carey's getting ready for Christmas. You know, once October hit, people ready for her to get her Christmas on. My best friend sent me this earlier, and I'm going to play it once we get to story time. So, let me read a few Reddits and move on. What's the best accidental nudity you've ever seen? I know a lot of people gonna say when Captain America accidentally sent his junk to his girlfriend. I guarantee you it's gonna be in there. Let's see. Show me your nudes. My friend was showing me photos of her Alaska trip at a bar, and she turned her phone around to show a picture. She accidentally swiped. As she showed me, there was a topless picture on a glacier. I just said, hey, are you sure that's the right one? That was actually mild. I was on a boardwalk in Jersey Shore, drunk at SF, and it started pouring down, and a girl came running out into the store. I was taking cover, and her boobs fell out of her top, and as she was running, I'm pretty sure she was drunk, so I yelled, yo girl, yo tatas are out. She shoved me away, and came and gave me a hug. Working in a hotel as a 16-year-old asked to bring an ironing board up to the room. A gorgeous British Airways stewardess opens the door and said it's for her friend and leave it inside. I walk inside, her equally gorgeous friend has her skirt, shoes, and nothing else on, just cupping her boobs. That was a pretty good day for me. When I was in high school, two girls got in a huge fight. Shirts and bras were torn, boobs were out. Lots of boob stories here. What's a habit you picked up during quarantine that you still maintain? Wiping everything down. And it still annoys me that people don't. When I get to the grocery store, I'm wiping the basket down. I'm wiping my phone. I'm wiping my keys. I'm wiping everything down all the time. Somebody said comfy bras only. Is this a boob day or something? I get like zero FOMO ever now. Wash my hands more often. Staying home. Yep. Staying home is still very much my favorite thing to do. Avoiding large crowds and people in general. When I see people gathering, I would just be like, COVID is, I guess it's really over. Because literally 4 years ago, it was just, you know. Somebody said not wearing makeup, not doing my hair, basically started working from home, and my looks went to crap. However, I'm happier now. Going to sleep way too late, having a wardrobe of nice work pajamas, whiskey my coffee to make a Dalgona coffee, permanent resting bee face, somebody said being fat, running outside, especially at night, super therapeutic. I'd be scared a dog is going to get me. I like to run at night. I feel like it'd be cool, but I'd just be scared. Cooking, I've always loved cooking, but I used to eat out a lot. Now I prefer home-cooked meals over takeout. I always have extra toilet paper. My husband was a toilet paper towel king when COVID hit. My husband was on the mission getting that stuff. He was a true MVP. All right, let me get into my story times because I yapped a long time today. Because every time this Chris Brown song come on, this is literally how I dance, the lady in the red purse. I literally feel like you're supposed to be doing some fancy moves, because it just, like when Chris Brown comes on, I immediately like start pop locking. This is what I call a midlife crisis, because why are they going crazy over this gas pump? These ladies is fed up with life. But wait, there's more. This is real. Are they running out of gas? Was this due to the hurricane? What is the backstory here?
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
yes.
A new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy, and everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits, these are normal practices that these people do.
Jackie, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for caring.
I do care. Thank you very much. Well, I'm joined now by the host of Vlad TV, DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad, I mean, pretty horrifying listening to these testimonies. What did you make of what you just heard?
Well, Jaguar Wright is known to be a conspiracy theorist. I don't really co-sign anything that she says. I've never had her on my show, and I don't have any plans to have her on my show.
You don't believe her?
She got an album in 20 years, and a lot of this stuff is just stuff she's heard, things she's making up, and so forth. I'm not saying that there aren't serious things that Diddy may have done.
Child, they didn't put Jaguar Wright on Piers Morgan. Not that I would never watch Piers Morgan for the accent alone, but they didn't put Jaguar Wright on Piers Morgan, and she trying to bring down Jay-Z and Beyonce. This is crazy. And I mean, this is what the comments are saying. Somebody said, now she made it to national television. Somebody said, Allie Carter, check out her story and experience. Somebody said, she's on the news now. Jaguar Wright is unafraid. God protect her. This was something interesting. They said she's never been sued for defamation. Which, you know how much money Jay-Z and Beyonce has? Like, this lady has made it to primetime news. Somebody said it's almost like he wanted to have Jaguar Wright on the show for ratings, but didn't want her to talk too much. Somebody said Vlad is involved. Everybody say Vlad's a plant.
You lean more towards the vintage ladies.
Yeah, because we got stuff in common that we could talk about. You know, I can't really talk. I mean, unless they teaching me something that I don't know. A younger woman, they could teach me something, but you know, I gotta make sure that it's in line with what I'm trying to do with my life. You know?
Why, do these older women, like what you've called an older woman in real life, a vintage woman, a vintage lady?
What can you teach me right now?
I don't know. I don't teach lessons.
See, and this is why.
Yeah.
I mean, vintage is a word that's, you gotta look it up. When I say it in my special, it means like rare, one of a kind. It ain't like no bullshit. It's like vintage. Like, vintage, yeah.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, it's like a good thing. Like, ain't nobody gonna buy you're gonna buy a vintage Corvette. Like, you're not just, you know what I mean? It's
age, like fine wine.
Yeah, that's what it is. It ain't no diss.
I'm not being defensive. I was just asking a question.
Yeah, all the women I call them vintage, anything over 40. All the women over 40 look better than these young girls.
Man.
It ain't even close.
Not too much on us.
It's the truth. It ain't even
Not
close.
too much on us.
So, Terry Mills.
Hey, Miss Mills.
Miss Mills walks in,
TMZ, stop playing with me.
Oh, I love it.
Like, y'all be really acting like just because we're younger, we might not like consume everything all the time that y'all do, that we're like idiots or something.
No, we're not saying that at all.
Nah, not idiots. That's dumb. Not idiots. Like, that's harsh. Harsh idiots.
I appreciate the empathy.
It's just differences.
You okay? You were able to finish? You need some water?
No. I said, my mind right there. She just be You see that? You see that? Can you have? And I'm just asking. Have you ever walked in a room and just made a man just? No. You have not?
I have.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Stephanie Mills still look good, baby. Something about the way you make me feel. She just walked in there like, I mean, old ladies, that one thing about an old lady that is secure in herself, baby, she don't care who in the room. If she got her eye on you, she got her eye on you, baby. Something.
I promise you. I'm not a thief. I gotta do what I gotta do to feed my family. Fuck your family.
Batman don't care about none of that.
I did not know that there are women out there who have children with men and then don't allow said man to change his daughter's diaper. That's a little weird. No, that's a big weird. I got something that's even weirder for y'all. I used to work with this guy. I have 2 daughters myself, by the way. I've changed plenty of diapers. He had a little girl, and he literally looked me in my face and said he has never once changed his daughter's diaper. And he said it was because he just didn't feel comfortable doing it. And in my head, that is a humongous, ridiculous, big flag. I was like, well, is it because, you're scared that you may not get her clean enough? And he was just like, no, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. Let's sit at that. And the conversation arose because we were literally just talking about our kids. And then I said something along the lines of, since I work so much, I haven't even seen my kids. I leave before they wake up, and by the time I get home, they're already asleep. And then I made a joke like, that means I didn't have to change no diapers or whatever. And then he was like, I never changed one, and that's how that happened. One, you need to stop having kids with people you don't trust to change your own baby's diapers. That's weird. Definitely, if you're still with them, that's weird. 2, you need to do a thorough investigation on the person you're deciding to have a kid with because they may not be comfortable with it for weird reasons. You never know. Not saying his reason was weird, but and make sure your man's well informed because not everybody has the common sense to know to go from front to back. Just be smart. When bringing another person into this world, please just be smart.
I think every man goes through this, like, when they have a daughter. It's a lot. I mean, it was a lot for me having a son. Like, his boys, my boys are circumcised, too. So, like, it's a lot of things to learn. And girls have got a lot of foes. So I can see the intimidating part of it, of why they might, be hesitant. But, you never know. It might be a situation where dad has to change a diaper. And he should know how. And he should be comfortable. And, yeah, if you don't trust him to change it, then yeah, you probably did do wrong. But also trust your intuition. Even if you didn't have the kid by the wrong man, if you don't feel comfortable, just don't let them do it then. I don't know. But everybody goes to that like, oh, I don't know what to do moment, when you have the opposite sex baby. So she was trying to just say hi to the squirrel.
Hello? Hey, is this Tina? Who's this? This is Sue. I wanted to call and introduce myself. I'm seeing your son, James, honey. What? He's a gentle lover. I've never had something like him.
My son is 41 years old.
I know. I'm a cradle. I'm robbing the cradle, aren't I? But he likes it. He don't mind. He says I'm very experienced.
How do you know my son, though?
We met at a gas station.
This is weird. This is very weird.
I know it's not conventional. But I just had to tell you who I am. So I didn't want to keep any more secrets,
I don't know who you are, but he is in love with his wife.
He's got a wife? Wait, what? He's got a wife?
He's got a wife and children.
He never told me. He never told me he was married. He said he was divorced. me because you just think I'm too old for your son.
Look, I'm not mean. I don't know who you are. This is bizarre.
I just took a pregnancy test and it was positive, honey. What am I going to do?
Well, if you were with my son, what does my son look like?
Handsome. Handsome as hell.
You can tell me.
He's such a good looking
Look
man.
at my son's eyes.
I can't even think straight, honey, because I'm distraught about
Because
this
you're
life.
picking up stuff.
I'm
You're
not.
calling to upset me.
I'm not calling
Who
you.
put you up to this?
I was just calling you to say hello and give you my love. I didn't know we had a wife, honey.
How did you get this number?
I got it from his phone, damn it.
He ain't let nobody in his phone.
He lets me in his
Talking about
phone.
my husband. You've got to be talking about my husband.
No.
My husband is young.
I'm not talking about Ron. He's next on my list to call. I'm talking about James.
Okay, so you met at a gas station.
I just don't know if I should spill all of his beans. I think he...
I don't care. I'm his mother. Do you understand?
I don't want to upset my love. This isn't going like I thought it would.
How long you been seeing him?
2 months, honey. I didn't know he had me fooled. He had me fooled.
2 months?
2 months, that's it. That's it. Honey, I gotta go. I gotta go because I really need to talk to James and I need to figure this stuff out. I got to go. I'm so sorry. I'll call you back, okay?
She is so funny. That's Sarah Gray. She's literally like in her 20s. I don't know how she manages that old lady voice, but she literally like prank calls people and it just cracks me up. I don't know how she does that smoker voice, but it's the funniest. Alright, y'all, that's the show. Y'all stay blessed and safe and teach your man how to wipe the daughters and, you know, all the above. Y'all stay safe.